I don't know where I am with my video uploads. Anyways, this video is me dyeing my hair. Yeah, I'm gonna be bleaching it for the first time it's been a little over a year. For those who don't know, I used to have blue slash purple slash whatever color I wanted, color hair for about 7 years. And then I got a job at a bank and I had to dye it back to a normal color. So for over a year, I've had natural hair again. And if I'm being quite honest, I hate it. I cannot stand it. I can't do normal hair. I don't feel like me. It's just no. Currently still in self-isolation. It's day 4. I'm going to dye my hair because what else do you do when you're stuck at home for who knows how long? I'm really hoping this comes out okay. I'm hoping I don't fry my hair off completely. It's in a bun right now. I'm not gonna say how many days it's been since I washed it. I do have a strategy a little bit because I have dyed my hair in the past and my hair does have prior processing damage. So I am gonna do... Hi, this is Editing Cindy here. I was going to completely take out everything that I used because I don't want anyone else doing this. So this is just a warning. Please, please, please don't do what I did. For the love of God, do not do it. Like a 20 volume on the parts that have been bleached and processed before. I'm worried that even the 20 volume is going to be too much for that hair, so I'm a little bit worried. And then I got 40 volume for my roots and the rest of my hair, just because my hair takes a lot to lift. If Brad Mondo is watching this, which he's probably not, but in the past when I've used 30 volume developer on my hair or my roots, like my roots will still be orange sometimes. So that's how I know that like my hair needs a lot more help in lifting. So I got the 40 volume just for the roots and only for the hair that hasn't like been processed before, like all my new growth. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to completely destroy my hair. If anything, my hair will come out green with the combination of like the yellow hair and putting blue over it. Which wouldn't be bad. I mean, from there I can work my way up to going to blue. At least I won't be natural color again. So I guess we're gonna start in a little bit. So I thought I would show you the stuff that I'm using. I had to buy all new stuff because it's been so long since I've dyed my hair, so I didn't have anything. So I bought the Wella powder lightener. I've actually never used the Wella brand. I usually use Ion or I think it's L'Oreal, the blue one. That's usually what I use. This will be my first time using that one. 40 volume developer for my roots, and then for all my other regrowth. The 20 volume developer, this one leaked a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, so this one's going to be for all of the areas that have already been processed. 20 volume might be too much. I'm really hoping it's not, but if it is, I can always just cut my hair and hair grows back, so it's not too big of a deal. So I am using Brad Mondo's favorite, the T18 Wella. So this is what I used to always use before, and I don't know what else I should use. I haven't, when I was buying all this, I couldn't be bothered to go ahead and look up what the recommended really is, but this is what I've always been using. I usually dye my hair pretty dark blue afterwards, so I feel like it should be fine for this time again. And then, so this will come into play later. This is going to be the color that I'm using. Normally I use punky color, but I was at Sally's and they don't carry punky color, and I don't know if Ulta is still open right now, so I just went ahead and bought the Manic Panic Shocking Blue. Some of you may know that when I first dyed my hair, Manic Panic is all I used, and then they came out with Rockabilly Blue, and that was my favorite, but it stained absolutely everything that I owned. So I haven't used Manic Panic since. We're gonna see, hopefully this one doesn't stain absolutely everything I come in contact with. So what I use this for, when I am putting my hair, the color in my hair, the color actually isn't damaging, so you can leave it in for as long as you want, typically. So I kind of turn that into like a hair treatment kind of time. So sometimes I'll mix it with this, sometimes I'll mix it with another deep conditioner, some oils, and I'll let it sit in my hair for like 3 to 4 hours. But usually I almost never do color without some kind of conditioner. The colors usually are really pigmented, so you don't even have to use a whole bottle sometimes. So yeah, that's what I do, and it usually I mean, nothing can really heal your hair once you've processed it, but it helps it feel not as much like straw when you use some kind of conditioner. And then the typical, you know, bowl and brush, and I got a pink one just because I wanted a pink one. But so yeah, that's all the stuff I'm going to be using. Oop. That's all the stuff I'm going to be using. So I guess let's move on to the test strand now. I'm going to be testing with the 20 volume first. So I've wrapped it in foil, that way to keep the whatever little heat is in there. Also to keep it from drying, because what I've noticed is that a lot of people don't realize that once bleach has dried, it stops working. So you want to, that's why people wrap it in foils, or I usually just do plastic bags or anything, is to keep it from drying out, because once it dries out, it stops working, so then it stops lifting, so then you're just leaving bleach in your hair, and your hair is just going to get crusty, and it's not even going to lighten. So I've wrapped it in here to keep the moisture in. I've set an alarm for 30 minutes. I'm going to be checking in periodically to see how it's doing, just because this is the portion that has been pre-lightened. So I just want to see how it does with the 20 volume developer. Also, what I did notice when I was mixing the bleach, just because this is a new powder bleach that I haven't used in the past, I did go ahead and read the directions, and it did say, and I quote, "Do not do a 1-to-1 mixture," which I'm so glad I read, because every other bleach that I've read, or I feel like every other instructions for bleach that I've read, has said 1-to-1 mixtures, or 1-to-1 portions for the bleach to powder, or for the developer to powder. So always read the instructions on everything that you're doing, especially when it's something you either haven't done in a while or haven't ever done. It could have been really bad. I don't know what happens when you do 1-to-1 with this bleach, so I don't want to find out. So yeah, we'll see in 30 minutes how this turns out. So this is how it's turned out. I knew that it was either going to go one of two ways. It was either going to lift very fast because it's already been processed, or it was going to act like my hair always acts and be difficult and not lift like I wanted to. This was on the 20 developer. My hair is really fried now. But compared to like what it was, it's pretty drastic. It looks a lot more drastic on camera than it does in person. So I think what I'm going to do, any hairdresser who's watching this is about to scream, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and no, you know what? I was gonna say I was gonna do the 40 on it and then see how much it lifts from there, but we're in self-isolation. I don't know when I'm going to be going back to work, so I can take as long as I need to on this. So I think I'm just going to do the 20 volume on the bottom parts, which was my original plan, and then the 40 volume on everything else. Let my hair recoup for like another week. Of course, I won't be washing it in that whole week. And then maybe do one more bleaching with the 20, or maybe a bleach bath of the 40, because my hair can handle a lot. As you can see, like it does look dry. Don't get me wrong. This looks dry. It feels dry too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do 20 all on here. And we'll regroup in a couple of days to see where we're gonna go from there. Brad Mondo warned me. I was warned. I expected this. I'm gonna explain where I went really wrong. It's not exactly the best. I should have stuck to the plan that I was originally going for. At the last minute, for I don't know what reason, I decided to just do 40 on all of it. And I didn't separate the part that I did the test strip on, so yeah, I didn't expect so much hair to come out. It's been like 8 years since the last time I like fried my hair for real. And this was a little bit of a wake-up call. So I think now, as you can tell, it's orange in some parts, like really orange. I am debating if I should still tone it, because I don't want to run the risk of like, if that does destroy my hair even more, I want to keep as much as I can. Also, I was being really dramatic. It's still really long. It still seems really, really full. It's just really, really dry now and not as thick. I did lose more of it was all the parts that had been processed in the past. So I kind of knew, I expected something like that to happen. I just didn't realize it was going to be this bad. I mean, you can't tell a difference. I only know that there's a difference because I was pulling out chunks of hair in the bathroom for 10 minutes. So, yeah, I guess we'll tone it and then hope and pray that this blue covers all this unevenness. Testing, is this thing on? Hello. It's been a considerable amount of time and I apologize, but I'm also sorry, not sorry. Please don't mind my roots. The beginning of this video was filmed obviously at the beginning of quarantine, and it is now July. We're still kind of in quarantine. I'm stuck in America and I don't know what to do about it. Why didn't I film in between then? The hair didn't come out the way I wanted to right at the beginning, so I decided I was gonna wait for the hair to fade a little bit and then re-dye it. If you know me at all, you know I procrastinate like crazy. So I actually re-dyed it finally last week, and then I didn't wash my hair for an entire week because I was like, I gotta film because the hair is vibrant now, it looks decent. Long story short, I bleached my hair off. Obviously not all of my hair. I'm pretty sure I edited in that clip of me initially going in to dye my hair to bleach it with the, I believe I said I was going to do 30 or 20 developer. And I wish I had stuck with that because I don't know what came over me, but I, at the last minute, decided, you know what? It's been a year since I've done anything to my hair. I think my hair can handle 40 developer. No, my hair very much could not handle 40 volume developer. So you want to know what happened to my hair? This is what happened to my hair. Yeah. I'm so sorry that you have to witness this. So let me explain a little bit more. That same night that I was bleaching my hair, when I jumped into the shower to wash my hair, I, like most girls do, ran my fingers through my hair while I was shampooing it out. And at that moment, a huge clump of hair just stayed in my hand. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew that I had royally up. I tried to calm myself down as best I could while I was washing it out. I just kept running my fingers through my hair and more hair just kept coming out. And then I just started to cry. I was freaking out. I was just like, this is it. For so many years, my family warned me, you're gonna bleach your hair out, you're gonna go bald. And I always said, no, 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 I know what I'm doing. My hair is strong enough. And you know what? God said, you need to humble yourself a little bit more. I lost volume more than anything. Maybe a little bit of length, but mostly volume. My point is, please do not try to bleach your hair on your own at home, because I feel lucky that I have really thick, long Mexican thick hair, and not everyone is that lucky. And I feel so bad for those people who are not that lucky. Like, you genuinely could not tell that this huge, absolute huge wad chunk of hair had just came out of my head. If anything, it just looked like I had longer layers, or like just more layers. So it wasn't as noticeable. It was noticeable for me, especially since every time I ran my fingers through my hair, more chunks fell out. So yes, this is a video of what not to do when bleaching your hair. You know what? Let's just take a little tour of the hair. As you can see by the light, it is not the same color. That's another thing. I did this by myself with super long hair. I always get frustrated when I just have to do my roots. Doing my whole head, I was frustrated and I went really quick, and I did not put bleach evenly on every single part, obviously. So now, you can also tell, I think the part that's blue, like that's where the bleach from like years ago was. So that one obviously lightened a lot more and it could take all the color. And then you see this little buffer area, and that's just where, like, this was all regrowth from before when I stopped dyeing my hair, and now it's just all these different colors. And the back I am pretty sure is not pretty, so take this as a warning, please. So yeah, so it's just, I swear, Brad Mondo is on the other side of this video crying. This hair isn't totally horrible. I mean, we're in quarantine. I'm working from home. Like I said, as long as it looks good from forward, that's all that really matters right now. It's going to be a very long time before I end up having to go back to work physically. So I do have some time to, you know, kind of fix this whenever it happens. And I don't like the harsh line that my roots came in, but whatever. There's nothing I can do about it. So take my warning, anyone who is bleaching and dyeing their hair, if you're still in quarantine. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If anything, I hope it just gave you a laugh, laughing at my new hamster that I have, which is what my boyfriend's been calling it. To anyone watching video, like hair dyeing videos, trying to get ideas of what to do and what not to do, watch this video and don't do any of it. Because it's just, don't make the same mistake I did. Don't lose a big old chunk of hair. Just don't do it. So that's my video. Who knows what color I'll have in my hair next time? Who knows how soon I'll go black? Who knows how long it'll take for me to dye my hair black? Who knows if I will? Maybe I'll just let it grow out. I'm kind of leaning towards that route. And then once it gets about, like, my hair gets too long, I'll just chop off the color and keep it natural or dye it black or something. But that's it. I hope you all are staying safe. The times right now are just, we're living in very dark times. If you're living in America, it's dark times. If you're living somewhere else like New Zealand, God, I envy you. I guess I'll see you guys whenever. Yeah. Bye.